Good day, happy Sunday, and still cold outside, still sucks. But anyway, I thought today I'd actually might attempt to behave if I have to. So today, how are we weathering today? Well, actually pretty good. Got up. I posted some pictures. Some of our seedlings are coming up fine. Some of the orange bell pepper, we got the first one out of there. A pole bean and some of the lettuce and that. So I went to Menards and got the trailer out and that, and got some wood for our raised garden structure. The big one we're going to start. I'm starting to get ready to get out there if it ever warms up, hopefully soon. And just general fantastic breakfast by my lovely wife. Sausage, gravy, and biscuits. Yummy. So after thoroughly making a pig of myself enough, I didn't have to have lunch. Had some homemade burgers for supper. So anyway, trying to find out. There's a lot of people going a little stir crazy at home, and I don't know what to do. So I thought I'd kind of show off my Pinterest page, and that I got a lot of good stuff to do around the house that you can do in there, and a few mildly entertaining things, and not all politically correct, but anyway. So the easiest way to get to my Pinterest page, if you see them, is you go to my Facebook homepage, which you guys are, and I'll flip the camera around, and so right there is my Facebook homepage, and you're going to go right down here, right in the beginning, and you'll see these little links here, right under Edit Bio, or Bio, and let me scroll up a little bit, and right here, let me try to find my finger in there, right there, that link right there to the Pinterest will take you right to my homepage, and hopefully it will boot up with something like this sitting in there, if you can see the computer screen. If not, you can type my full name in there. There's one word in that, and search users, and you should get right up to it. So, that being said, I'm gonna try to figure out what's on the page. Well, sorry, a little earthquake with my phone there. I got a lot of stuff for survival and gardening, and chickens, basically everything we did. And if you've never went on Pinterest, that's actually going to be a little hack for the site. And basically, what Pinterest is more of a visual social media site for hobbies. It's not just for, a lot of people think it's like, for jewelry and all that crap and all that, and there's enough on there, but, there's a lot of good stuff, a lot of good information and things, and yeah, you're going to get some clickbait, you're going to get some other stuff. They're pretty good at stopping a site if they're aware of it, if it's possible malware or something. So things I have, do a quick posting on my boards is Bushcraft and Wilderness, which contains, a side of making stuff out in the wild, just in general, whittling out utensils or whatever, or crafts in that nature. Gardening hacks, tons of good information in there. And I got another one on homesteading related, and it's from another one, saving seeds, perennial gardening, micro farming, which is kind of like my family's thing together, what we're trying to do, which is basically trying to cram as much as possible into one small area, to see what you can grow on a 1 acre parcel. So, it's definitely a work in progress there. This is a multiple year thing, because we're only going to get so much done in such a time. I do have a lot of things from chickens and all that here that that I've learned before we got chickens. My wife and I actually went on the site religiously almost every day and picked through a lot of information. So I think this is one of the reasons we were a little bit more successful. Just started off right, and so I mean right there. So you'll find them. All in all, I got about 35,500 pins. So there's definitely a lot of stuff to do. Um, for younger kids in science, and if you're interested too, I have a lot of astronomy charts on there. Saving seeds, PVC projects, which is it's beyond just general use for PVC pipe. It's everything from making planters to shelving to toys for the kids or whatever. Other things not just for craps and giggles. Try to keep it family friendly. I have boards like Your Childhood Ruined, which is a little take on kids' books of the past and that. I'm very, very non-kid friendly, so I would not really look that up if you got little ones hanging around. Yeah, everything to strange stuff like Bigfoot and UFOs and all that and stuff. But and again too, and one thing I stress to my kids too, especially when saving money, is especially when they get older. One of the biggest expenses is food, and if you eat out all the time or even buy processed foods and everything, man, you are going to go broke in a hurry. So there's a lot of things like easy cooking in there, and it links to different sites where 2 to 3 ingredients for a pretty damn good meal to make. There's a lot on canning and other things, history facts, tiny home plans, just a lot of stuff. There's a lot if you're out there and you enjoy shooting. I got a thing with targets you can print out and that. So you get a lot more stuff on gardening, mushroom growing, which is something I'm hopefully going to try this year, but I can't guarantee it due to time constraints. A lot of other projects that have to be done around our place, and that's fine. Other things, ideas for storage, different greenhouses, vertical farming, dehydrating and drying food. If you do a lot of beef jerky or something, there's a lot of interesting recipes and interesting things you can do there, as well as the canning. A lot of stuff I tried that I didn't know you could can before, and so which was something my beautiful wife got me into when we got together, and it was something I wanted to learn, but I never really got around to, and she got me into it, and wow, nice. It's become a good pastime for the family and everything. If you got kids too, and they're getting stir crazy being at home and all that, and you got a printer and that too, I do have a lot of paper models on here. Or you print them out and make like different paper models and that of buildings, cars, a printable games thing for them, for the younger kids, some coloring pages, a whole lot of different ones in there. So yeah, so I mean, for something like that, if you need some ideas what to do with the kids, like go ahead. I mean, I do not have anything password protected, and everything is up for grabs. Whatever, you get a Pinterest account, just save them into your own thing for you, and you know where they are. So that's about where we're at right there. So anyway, coming back from Menards, we got into took the back roads because we had a trailer full, and the trailer needs a little repair. So I'm like, well, we're gonna take the back roads because something starts to slide off. Hey, I want to be out in the open where I can actually fix the situation and get us home. So we were doing fine, but anyway, and I posted a couple pictures of these we slowed down to enjoy a little wonder of nature out there. And I posted some pictures on Facebook of it was about 35 to 40 wild turkeys just standing around there. So I got a few shots of them. So that was kind of nice to see. Kind of something to be thankful for, and have some blessings. And then today and right about now we're getting the later part of the sun coming through the patio door where we have our seeds. I post some pictures of our seedlings coming up. A lot of lettuce is coming up. And a lot of other plants are going up. We have 6 things of fodder stations, which is just basically grass seed growing for the chickens, and that to give them a little treat before their run extension is done. So that's going good. Hopefully in another couple weeks we'll have something to give them as a little treat too. So yeah, it's been a good day. It's halfway decent. Despite watching the news in the morning, it's like I guess too, in some ways, it's a blessing with everything going on. When you have to stay at home and you have kids, or you have downtime, it's probably doing the soul a lot better. I'm sure the environment's doing a lot better without all the excess pollution. And hopefully you'll learn when this is all said and done. It's like, to be a little more prepared. If you have enough, you don't have to go buy more in the stores. You don't have to go all suicidal prepper or survivalist hoarder or whatever to get what you want. I mean, but there's nothing wrong with having a couple months or so of stuff online. On hand. For us, we're trying to avoid that by growing our own food. So I mean, it's like the only thing seriously we'd really have to worry about is meat or bread or milk going to the store. Maybe a few basic other things, but really not too much. Is it going to be successful all the way? Well, I'm sure we're going to have to go buy some veggies or something and other items. But hey, it's the whole thing about being self-reliant so you don't have to be a burden to anyone or the system. And, and that's nice. But at the same time, too, remember that, if people can do this, and you can't use the excuse you don't have any time anymore. Not now. You have time to start a small garden area, and it's a good family thing to do. We teach your kids stuff they'll never learn in school. One thing that I've seen right there is, I'm trying to behave myself when I get back with the teachers and that when school finally comes in. When students have problems in school, I'll tell you what, some will dance around the gymnasium in a tutu-like fairy type of way for exercise is one thing. I mean, I'll tell you what, my young ones are 7 and 9, and they are getting about a 2-mile walk every day, and it's doing fantastic with them. They're having their basic instructions online where what we can do until we get something going with the school, which hopefully here will be next week. So they have a good study time right there, and they're learning a lot more. Teach your kids stuff they're gonna need to use for life. Teach them life skills. They're not going to get it in the school. Someone knows age and all that. No, you don't have to worry about credit. Teaching bank accounts. You can teach about money and simple saving, but something like that. Teach them stuff outdoors. Teach them gardening. Teach them how to cook. My kids love doing that. And when they're told to clean and do them chores, well, explain why. Beyond, because it's your responsibility, and it is a responsibility. But explain to them, you'll be healthier. in any way you care to do that. So, I mean, there's something to look at. Try and make do with what you have. Try and, make something out of anything you have at home that's not, or to repurpose it or something. If you have to go out, see if there's any little craft kits or something for the kids they can do. Teach them, anything. There's plenty of stuff you can start doing. Start preparing the yard for, just to get them outside in the days. Kind of get them look forward to summer and look forward to the future. I mean, kind of keep the news down a minimum. I did that today, and I'm probably better off for that. And that because it's like, it ain't going away anytime soon. That's fine. Once you know that, well, take her a day at a time. So that's about my good news for the day. So, one little story that came across my Facebook feed is sharing. This one I lifted from Monique Rogney. I work with her husband, and she posted a thing called Crazy Little Johnny. And said, Little Johnny comes down to breakfast since they live on a farm, and mother asked if he had done his chores. Not yet, said Little Johnny. His mother tells him no breakfast until he does his chores. Well, he's a little pissed off, so he goes out to feed the chicken and kicks a chicken. He goes to feed the cows and he kicks a cow. Goes to feed the pigs and he kicks a pig. After that, he goes back in for breakfast, and his mother gives him a dry bowl of cereal. Well, how come I don't get any eggs and bacon, and why don't I have milk in my cereal, he asked. Well, his mother said, I saw you kick a chicken, so you don't get any eggs for a week. And I saw you kick the pig, so you don't get any bacon for a week either. And I also saw you kick the cow, so for a week you ain't getting any milk. Just then the father comes down for breakfast and kicks a cat halfway across the kitchen. Little Johnny looks up with his mother with a smile and says, are you going to tell him or should I? So, yeah, but that's about it. One more thing, since St. Patty's Day is basically canceled, and I shared this that Amber Ackley posted. Thanks, Amber. It was a link to the full 2-hour concert of Dropkick Murphys, which is awesome. It's kind of like metal-infused Celtic band is probably a good way to describe it. Awesome music. Check it out. That's on my page too. So, other than that, everybody have a good day. Wish you guys well and talk to you later.